Make and Take Tuesday. This is a little series that I do once a week where I work with something new from my stash and show you how to use it, inspiration. This week we are working with Prima's Farm Suite Farm collection, and I am really excited about this collection. I'm going to be using it, I believe, in June to create a card kit for the Button Farm Club, but I couldn't wait to dig into it, so I just had to get it out and play. This is my own personal one. This is not the kit you'll be getting from Button Farm, but I just love the farmhouse vibe of these papers. They're very vintage, they're really rich, they're beautiful, sweet farmhouse images. So I had to get it out. I just got it and I was like, well, I know I'm going to make a card kit with this in June, but I'm going to get it out and play today because I love these colors and I love these images. So because I'm running a little behind due to anniversary celebrations, I've done a lot of the work in advance. This is a 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 box pocket card. And if you don't know how to make these, you can go to my YouTube channel. And if you go to Make and Take Tuesday or Paper Crafting 101, you can find lots of tutorials for these. But basically, I joined two 5 1/2 inch by 8 1/2 inch panels of paper together. I score at 7 1/4. I score again at 7 3/4, and then I fold it and score again at 7, because with a box pocket you want the back side to be a little bit shorter than the front, so you get a good so it will stand well. And then I did a little magnetic flap here with some journaling cards. You can put photos, little messages in here, really sweet. And then down here I used my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board to make a little custom envelope, put some chocolate and some tea in there, and then tied a honey stick and a little vintage silver plate spoon onto the envelope. So that's the inside of the card. But what we're going to do today is build the cover of the card together. So you're going to start with, and I meant to write these down, but okay, this is a 5 by 7 panel of a cream card stock and a 4 7/8 by 6 7/8 panel of this pretty sort of burgundy. And then from my papers, I had some scraps, 4 3/4 inch wide, and we're just going to put these down on this panel. And I always like to build the insides of my cards first, and then I build my cover separate, and that way my cover doesn't get all smooched up. And this is another little scrap, 4 3/4 inches wide, and I left the hanger hole on it because I wanted that little border, but we're going to cover that up so no one's going to know. Then I got into my stash of Rene Bouquet's laces, and I found this really beautiful, I don't know what this is called, but I'll look it up and I'll link it in the supply list. So I'm going to take a 3/8 inch wide piece of score tape, and I'm going to remove the liner. And rather than do this even, I want this to be centered. See how pretty that looks centered? I always like to center these rather than, and it means there's a little bit of waste, but the overall look of the project is just how I want it to be. So I don't mind. So I'm just going to trim this off right here. And then I'm going to wrap these ends around the back side of my card front. And you can come in with a little score tape and secure those because they're a little bit harder to glue down. So when we get ready to Just going to do like this to hold those in place for now. All right, and then because I got the 4x6 journal cards, I picked one of those that had this pretty floral pattern on it, and I stitched it onto the burgundy and the cream, and I did this wrong. I just realized, hold on. Got ahead of myself. I was so afraid that I would forget to add this that I added it too soon, but it's all right. We're gonna make this work. Okay. All right. Okay. So see, there you go. A free lesson in how to fix a major boo-boo. There you go. No extra charge. Uh-oh. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. So now, sorry about that, guys, but there you go. You see, on Mondays, anything can happen, especially after a busy weekend. So I'm just going to glue this down. Like I said, I just matted it on slightly larger panels of the burgundy and the get that off of there. And I think we will still be okay here. Yep. Okay, so let's try that one more time. I have this clock. I have to just position things where I want them to be. So hang with me for a minute. All right. All right. See, I want this clock to be right about here, and I want the lace to be coming right out from underneath it. And now we're okay. So now we will center this up. And thankfully it covers up our previous boo-boo, so you and I are the only ones who will know that happened. There we go. All right. So this is a Renee Bouquets. These are peacocks, and I heat embossed them with Stampendous Shabby Pink embossing enamel. And then I glued them on the background of this darker floral print from the paper collection. And we want to go ahead and put this down. I thought this was really pretty with this paper. And I love a good clock image on a card. And this beautiful board, emboss it. You can emboss it, you can paint it, you can spray it, you can ink it, you can leave it just as it is. Sometimes I don't even do anything to it, but it is a really beautiful product. So, all right, got all my little foam. I had foam tabs on the back. I had to remove all of those. And then I want this to go right here. So pretty. And this made me think of like Pennsylvania Dutch design, and I kind of like how that works with this. Then I've got this sweet little farm girl. She's sort of like a fairy, and I've put a double row of foam tabs on her skirt, the bottom of her skirt, so that she'll be level with the clock. And then I'm just going to put adhesive on this part of her. And I want her to be just like this. So pretty. All right, there we go. Then from the ephemera pack, there's this welcome sign. And I want this to be right here. So I'm going to glue this piece down as it is. Kind of as the background. And then I've got this precious little lamb. We're coming into springtime, and I thought this would be a really pretty image to use with this. Farmhouse, springtime, lamb, it kind of all works together. So I'm going to put a little foam tape on the back of him. Yes. And then I want him to go right here, so he's kind of partly tucked underneath her. And then to cover up and I'm going to put 2 layers on him actually. And I want 1 layer on my little heart, like that. So let's fit these together. And this is just, you know, building layers, building details. This is what I love to do when I'm creating. All right. And then this guy is just going to slip in right here. Like that. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, so now I need to figure out where I'm going to place my flowers. And I actually think I want this whole assembly a little bit lower. Don't freak out. It'll be okay. Yes. This is one of the reasons I like to work with liquid adhesive. Yes, I like that much better because now we can really see our pretty lace. There we go. All right. Okay, so now we're ready to add some ribbon and some flowers. And I'm going to put my ribbons up in the corners this time because I don't want to cover up any of our pretties down at the bottom. So 1 goes in this corner. And I know some of you are bothered by the tails up bows. Do it your way. This is my way. I like my way, you like your way, and that is what makes the world go round. So no worries, you get to do you. And then I made a little burlap bow to go on the top of each one, like this. We're just adding a little country touch with this burlap to kind of figure in, you know, fit in with the country, shabby chic farmhouse feel of this collection. And now we've got these sweet little posies that, my goodness, they're just so pretty. And I kind of think I just want to do, I'm just playing with color, but I think I want the contrast of either the white, oh, the white are actually gorgeous, these cream ones. Let's do these, that's gorgeous. And we're going to put a little leaf here and a little leaf here. And this ribbon, part of the reason I chose it is very light and airy. It works well for a springtime project. And this cream flower with the bows and the paper, it just pops. It looks really good. And then I want to create a little bit of a floral element down here in this corner just to kind of anchor our little, we'll call her a shepherdess. How's that? She's got her little sheep with her. So I'm going to put some leaves down. And then let's come in with, maybe I want one larger flower. And these are the Prima. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't want to cover up her shoes though. These are the Prima Farm Sweet Farm flowers. I got these because they match and I like that. All right, then let's take just kind of playing with this to see how I want it to be. Okay. Yeah. So let's take one of these pink ones and put it here. And take this little rosebud and tuck it in right here. And then a pretty pink rose. Or let's see, what do we want up there? Yeah, a little pink flower up there. There we go. And then I'm just going to take this little cream rosebud, tuck it right in here. And then I tied a couple of small bows to sort of anchor the floral arrangement. What I'm trying to do here, so that you wonder what on earth is going on in my mind, I want to tie the sheep in somehow. I want an element that links the sheep. I like things to touch. I don't like I like things to I don't know, flow together or touch, for lack of a better word. And I'm going to take my scissors, tuck that knot down in there under that flower. Here we go. Okay, that's pretty. And then it's my other little bow. Yeah. Pull that out of there. All right, so I want one right up here, like this. Pretty, pretty. Tuck a little leaf in there if we can. There we go. That works. Oh, I like that. That's good. I'm going to tuck this in with my leaves. Just take my scissor point and push it in there to position it. Whoops. There we go. Yes, one more little rosebud to go right there. There we go. Look how sweet that is. I love that. All right, so let me move this stuff out of the way. And here's our card. I always like to make sure I'm right side up because, you know, things happen. I'll clean all these glue webs off later. Now we're just going to glue this down. So pretty. All right, guys. That's it for me, Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design, Make and Take Tuesday with Prima, Farm Sweet Farm, and you'll be seeing this again in June in my card kit for Button Farm Club. All right, guys, go get your craft on. Bye.